Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. Installing a hitch on your Subaru Outback can lead to some amazing adventures, such as biking, camping, or road trips to your favorite destination. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now let's take a look at how I completed this install. You will need the following tools or supplies to complete this installation. We will begin this installation by removing the fasteners in the bumper fascia. There are 3 right here, dead center, that we can begin with. Additionally, you will find 2 push rivets on the driver's side behind the tire and 2 more behind the passenger side tire. Remove the topmost push rivet from inside the wheel well. Additionally, if you have the mud flap, you will need to remove those fasteners with an 8mm and as well remove push fasteners. We're now ready to peel the bumper fascia off the vehicle. First, we're going to use some masking tape to protect a few body lines to protect it when we return the fascia later on. Begin in each wheel well and pull the fascia off up to the tail light and work your way to the center. Pull back the carpeted wheel trim so you can insert a hand to assist with leverage. Now, as we pull the fascia from the vehicle, you may want to get yourself a second set of hands because there is an electrical sensor back here and we're going to need to disconnect that. So you'll need someone to hold the bumper for you. The electrical sensor can be found on the driver's side of the vehicle. Gently depress the tab to remove. You can now disconnect this electrical sensor from the bumper beam. We can now remove the bumper beam. There are 2 fasteners in here, as well as a 3rd underneath on each side of the vehicle. Remove them using a 14mm socket and an extension to gain access. Take care when removing your final fastener. While there are posts that will hold the bumper beam on, we don't want it to fall on you, so make sure to support it. Now remove it and set it aside for later. You can now remove a rubber plug from the bottom of each frame rail using needle nose pliers. We're now ready to raise the hitch into position. Loosely install the factory flange nuts to keep the hitch in position while we fish wire our 2 new carriage bolts. Now push your fish wire up into the frame through the hitch and rearward out the plate. You can now thread on your carriage bolt. You may find that your carriage bolt does not fit through and it is just out of alignment. We can fix this by using one of the provided M10 bolts, tightening it down in the outside of the hitch plate to the vehicle. This will help line the holes up. Go ahead and use the 17mm socket to tighten it snugly. Do not worry about torquing it. We will have to remove it to install the bumper beam. Our carriage bolt will now come through the frame. Now repeat this process on the passenger side. You can now remove your fish wire and apply the flange nut. You will find it helpful to use a long flathead screwdriver to hold the carriage bolt down while you apply the flange nut. If you installed an M10 to tighten the hitch to the vehicle, remove it now, along with the 2 previously hand-tightened factory flange nuts. You can now replace the factory bumper beam, once again, loosely hand-tightening the factory flange nuts in position. You can now install your new M10 hardware. Always make sure the teeth of the washer face the hitch plate. We're now ready to tighten and torque the hardware using our torque wrench, an extension, a swivel, and an 11/16 socket for our carriage bolts underneath. We will link the torque specs in the description below. Now change your torque wrench setting to the lower number for the M10 hardware and use a 17mm socket to tighten the new hardware. Now switch to your 14mm socket and torque the final 2 factory flange nuts. We're now ready to trim our bumper fascia to return it to the vehicle. Now use your tool of choice to make the cut. Now use a metal file to clean up any frayed visible plastic. It's usually more effective to run it on the inside edge or to push it inward. Pulling back will bring more visible plastic into play. We're now ready to return the fascia to the vehicle, but first we need to reconnect the electrical connections. Now lift the fascia onto the vehicle using the rubber post to help hang it into position. Before clicking the bumper fascia in, you'll want to remove the blue masking tape. Work your way from one side to the other, as opposed to how we pulled it off by doing the center last. You can now replace all the previously removed fasteners, as well as the mud flaps if they were present. Now that our hitch is installed, we've pulled the vehicle onto level ground to show you some important measurements. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver. From the pinhole to the end of the receiver is just 2.5 inches. From the ground to the top of the receiver is 16 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories like a ball mount, bike rack, ski carrier, or cargo carrier. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.